welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is the Global Toluwakemi. Thank you so much for always tuning in. Okay, see, don't subscribe to my channel yet. Yes, do not subscribe to my channel yet. Watch till the end of the video, then decide if you should subscribe or not. But what you can do right now is you can like the video and you can drop a hi, hey, in the comment section. And let me know if this is your first time of watching my video. Let's connect. Thank you. Alright, so in today's video is like the continuation of a particular video I did. I once did a video where I talked about how I feel safe to share vulnerably, and today I just want to do like a finishing touching to the video because that particular video was impromptu. Your girl was not ready. I did not plan it, but it happened and I'm grateful. It has more than 100 views right now, and yo, talk about viral video. Yeah. Okay, so today's video I want to just take you through some things that I think you should also be aware of. Why I do what I do vulnerably, authentic. You know, people tell me, oh, you're so authentic, you're so vulnerable, I love this, and it's amazing. And also, let me tell you first, I did not used to be all this. No, I did not used to be all this. So this is what happened here. I see people online and I love just the way you love the way I share vulnerably, the way I'm authentic, just the way you love it. I was also that kind of person that I loved it about other people. Then I asked myself, does it cost anything to become that also? And I said, okay, I'm also going to make sure I do that. It is not only for them. I'm saying that to say this to you, that the fact that you love it about me doesn't stop you from also embarking on the same journey, because that was what I did. I'm going to be sharing with you at least 5 women that did it for me. Yeah, 5 women like Michelle Obama, women like Tolulope Solutions, like J Booms, like Omishola Shikoya, women like Benz this woman, I've forgotten her name now, the woman that wrote Royalty. Amazing women, like they did it. So Morenike Moleyin, DDK, you know, these women did it. So I just asked myself, why can't I also do it? And yes, it takes a journey. I'm not saying it does not take a journey, but I want you to understand that it is possible. That was what happened to me. So basically, that was it for me. I didn't grow up in the best environment, but as a result of my growth, the environment that was not best now became the better environment for me. That was it. And then secondly, you know, I would watch videos, I would watch videos, and this is another person that really inspired me in this area. Her name is Sarah Jakes Roberts. And when I watched Sarah Jakes Roberts videos and I saw the power in her story, I saw the fact that as a result of healing, note what I said, as a result of healing, she healed, and her healing gave birth to power that enables her to be able to share her story. And I saw the kind of, you know, the whole movement, women involved and everything, and I just saw that everybody just loves how authentic she is. People just love the fact that she, you know, she's herself, even though she has a father that is popular, that is amazing, but she is herself. Like literally, she's herself literally. And that was it for me. That was the things that clicked it for me. And I just asked myself that, what if I stop feeling sorry for myself? Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. What if I stop feeling sorry for myself and I just allow myself to be? Like, really? And I just found, and then another thing that clicked it for me, yeah, was that there was a particular time I was studying the Bible. I was studying the book of Proverbs. I think that was around 2021 into 2022. I was studying the book of Proverbs. And I saw in a place in the book of Proverbs where it said something about the fact that, you know, I don't know, it just opened to me. And I saw the fact that I am God's storyteller. That in the Bible I can't remember the exact place, but it was in Proverbs. And it said, how will people know about me if you don't talk about me? What? How will people know about me if you don't talk about me? And I'm like, sir, you mean that is it? You mean that is it? And I started saying, okay, what does it mean and what does it entail to talk about God? And I found out that to talk about God, you have to be given to a consistent conscious aware walk with God. And so I said, okay, I will walk with you, no problem, we should work together, right? Let's work together. As a result of just embarking on that journey, I started discovering myself, I started knowing who I am. I found out I'm a solution enthusiast, and it's been amazing since then. And I just love it. And then the other part of it for me is the fact that whatever happened to me that is making me feel like, oh, maybe people will not, you see, I started doing away with maybe people will not like me, maybe people will not. I started liking myself. Like, I reconstructed the way I wanted validation. I wanted validation to start with me. And that's the truth. All of my validations, they start with me. I remember there were some times when I first started YouTube and I would not get large views like that. Do you know what I do? I watch my videos over and over again. Sometimes I'll watch it, I'll just kill the volume and I'll just let it play. Most times I'm always the first person to view my video. Guys, see, you have to learn how to be your own person. And it's not me being self-absorbed. That is unnecessary, sincerely, because see, when you are secured in your self-worth, then you have what is called self-identity, then you have self-awareness, and it's so important. And I just love my journey. I'm not going to lie to you. I decided to just want to be like God. The Bible also said it, as we are building in a mirror, we are changed from glory to glory, right? And then I remember there was also one time like that. I was studying the Bible, and the Bible said something to me. It said that God is an intentional God. Mm. You know how in church they want to lead praise, they want to lead prayers, and they say, give praise to the Lord because He's good, He's great, and they start saying all those beautiful things. And then one day my pastor said something. My pastor said, God is an intentional God. The way He made you was not a mistake. He made with the body. And that day I looked at myself like, "Mo wora mi ton." I looked at myself and I'm like, you mean God didn't make a mistake with the way He made me? And then there was this song that Tiwa Bedo sang recently with Sumisola Agbebi and with another woman, I can't remember her name now. And the woman said something so profound in that song. She said, "As I commune with God, it is an exchange, and then I find out that there must be something in me that looks like him, because a lion does not give birth to a sheep, a lion gives birth to a lion." Like, all this understanding was just like, what? Like, what? So if God is intentional, if who God made me to be, my parent, and then I just found out that the parents he gave me, my journey, my experiences, if everything is truly intentional, then there is something in me that there's a seed of intentionality in me. I kid you not, that was a light bulb moment for me. So there is a seed of intentionality in me. If God consistently wakes me up every morning, there is a seed of consistency in me. If Jesus is a merciful God, there is a seed of that in me. I kid you not. And then when I started seeing all those things, I found out that there's nothing I can do. These are the parents I have. This is the experiences I've had. Why not just embrace it and just share? I'd rather share my story than allow another person to share my story on my behalf. That's it. That's it for me. And I remember this thing happened when I was in secondary school. There was, the way everybody, you are within yourselves and you start talking, start gossiping about somebody. So that day we were gossiping about a particular other friend that was not with us. And then one of the ladies we were gossiping with now went to tell the lady that we gossiped about her. And when the other lady now came the next morning, she started shouting, "You people gossiped about me." So, and then I was not like that. Okay, wait. Did she tell you what she said? the person that came to tell you we gossiped about, did she tell you her own side that she also talked? And the lady was like, she talked. So I now talked, and I said what that person said. And the person was like, so you are not even clean. And then I was like, yo, I'd rather not let another person tell my story. I'd rather tell it for myself. I tell it for myself. I tell it. So that's it. I started looking at God. I started looking at God, and I started saying that God is intentional. God is vulnerable. I started saying, okay, there's a seed of it in me. Yeah. And the other part of it that really sealed it for me, that really, really sealed it for me, was when I discovered that God is like one of the ways to walk with God is to be vulnerable. For example, somebody said, how are you vulnerable? See, I'd rather choose to be vulnerable with you, and the way you treat my vulnerability shows the quality of the kind of person that you are. I hope you get what I'm saying. So, don't I wonder what the other person is going to do with my vulnerability? I don't. Sincerely, I don't. Sincerely, I don't. Are you serious? I don't. Because see, if I'm being vulnerable with you and you don't treat it well, it shows me the kind of person that you are. And then it shows me that next time, don't do that. Funny enough, there's not going to be a next time. Do you know why? Because immediately you betray my vulnerability, you create space with us. So it's not really about, because if you want to be safe in order to be vulnerable, then it's no longer vulnerability. Because what vulnerability means is being vulnerable. Like being vulnerable. That is it. If I have to be safe with you to be vulnerable, then it's no longer vulnerability. It's no longer vulnerability. And I know people always like create a safe space where people can be vulnerable, can be this, can be that. Ah. And see, another amazing thing about this is you're not going to be alive forever. I know it's funny, but it's true. You're not going to be alive forever. So you can either choose to live your life intentionally, or you can keep wanting to be safe before you leave. And then one of the last straw for me has to be when I discovered, that day I sat down and I started looking the prominent great people in this world, what stands them out. And I realized that two things stands them out. Number one, they are very intentional with the way they live life. They make decisions intentionally, they solve problems, they do this, they do that. Then the second thing I found out is that they take responsibilities. They take responsibilities. When they say that something is not doing well, is not going well, they solve it. And as a result of solving it, the greatness on their inside is being built. So that's it. That's it for me. That's it. That's it. The only thing I have is my story. The only thing I have is my experiences. I know of a person that built a whole brand just sharing a story. And when they asked her, I remember watching the video on YouTube when they asked her that why, she said, that's the only thing I have. What if she said something, she said, what if God wanted me to go through all those things so that as a result of me talking about those things, I can bring glory to Him? You see, I want to die empty. Oh. I want to die empty, that by the time that I die, to even write a story about me, Yeah, we have to just go and be like, okay, there was a time she did this, there was a time she did that, because I have written down my stories. So that's it. And one of the things that really helps me in being vulnerable, in being authentic, is the fact that I am given to growth. So I realize that the fact that I am sharing with you what I have been through doesn't mean that is what I am currently are. Yeah, I shared with you what I've been through. I didn't share with you what I am currently. So I share with you what I've been through. I share with you what I've gone through. And that is why there is also wisdom in it, I started learning, okay, is it everything that should go out there? No. For example, I remember when I wanted to move in with my roommate, I asked her, are you okay with me filming about our house? I started learning being respectable with other people's story. I can only share my story. For example, I remember there was a friend of mine that got engaged and it was amazing. We all congratulated her. Before I posted it, I asked her, are you good with me posting it? I started learning how to respect other people's story, because I want my story to be given as much respect also. So I started respecting other people's story, and I'll just be that. Before I post things, I ask questions, especially things that has to do with being engaged, giving birth, and all those amazing stuff. I ask before I post, are you sure? Are you good with me posting? Are you good with me posting? Are you good with me posting? I just try as much as possible to be respectable with other people's story, because I accord myself with much more respect than that. Do you understand? So yeah, I started looking at people. I saw the way Sarah Jakes laid hold on her story and built an entire army around it. I saw the way J Bombs shares a story, a journey, and everybody is so engrossed with her page. I saw the way the richer woman shares her story also. That is Umlala Shikoya. I saw I saw the way DDK, even though DDK doesn't really share in big times, but DDK's story also, the way she's writing her story in her face, we can see it. Yeah. And also, I remember one of the things that really made me, was this lady, Morande Balogun, and to get the privilege of listening to her, listening to her podcast and all those that good and amazing stuff, things like this just gives me the chills and just makes me understand that the only thing I have is my story, the only thing I have is my journey, the only thing I have is my experience. I'd rather share it than hold on to it. And it's okay if you are there, you are not the sharing type, you are not the you want to, it's okay. Nobody is saying you should share. But I am saying for me that these are my point of views, these are my thoughts, these are my point of views, and this is why I do what I do. And I love it so much. I love it. And also, let me say with you, I love it. So it's like, come your way next time. That's it. That's it. That's the video. Please subscribe to my channel. I think you should subscribe to my channel. Like this video, drop a comment. Like, come your way next time. My name is the Global Tolu Akemi. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.